Hi everyone, Robert here and welcome to the review of TNA Impact Wrestling from January 19, 2017. The first match of the night, the race for the case. The people who were involved are Broken Mahabali, Brother Nero, Eli Drake, Crazy Steve, Trevor Lee, Mahabali Shera, Tyrus, Jessie Godderz, Bram, Kingston, Andrew Everett, and Mike Bennett. It was just very similar to the whole Feast or Fire, but it was run more like a Royal Rumble kind of style. I noticed that little bit of difference. Either way, the four people who grabbed the case were Brother Nero, Bram, Trevor Lee, and Eli Drake. Next, we got a promo. Bobby Lashley, he went to the ring. He got interrupted by none other than Eddie Edwards. And they ended up setting the match that is going to be the main event for next week Impact. That is going to be Genesis 2017. It's going to be Bobby Lashley versus Eddie Edwards. 30 minutes Iron Man match for the TNA World title. Next, we got a backstage segment with Maria. She's talking on the cell phone. She talks to Braxton Sutter. Braxton Sutter start to explain himself why he's helping Ali and all that good stuff. And kind of Maria went ahead and whispered something at his ear, and the whole attitude that Braxton Sutter changed. So I guess that is a kind of a blackmail storyline that TNA is gonna be having. Next, we got a debut and a return in a single match. We got Deonna Purrazzo doing her debut versus the returning Brooke Tessmacher. At the finish of the match, we saw Brooke Tessmacher hitting a facebuster for the win. She kind of looked kind of rough, but that's okay. She will get in kind of ring condition. After the match, Sienna did a running and ended up doing the bounce on Brooke Tessmacher. So that's gonna be the first feud from Brooke versus Sienna, and that is a good feud. Next, we got the Fat of Light segment that they're gonna be doing the reveal of the race for the case. So, case number, the number were from 1 to 4. The number 1 is kind of like the higher value, and number 4, the lower value, obviously. The case number 4 was grabbed by Eli Drake. Case number 3 was grabbed by Trevor Lee. Case number 2 was grabbed by the DCC, and case number 1 was grabbed by Jeff Hardy, Brother Nero. Next, we got another backstage segment with Braxton Sutter. He went to Allen and dumped her, and also told her that he's not gonna train her anymore. That is done. Next, we got Aaron Rex and Rockstar Spot versus Robbie and Swole. Robbie came in with new attire, the one that he had on the one night only, and also with some stock music. I don't know who decided to go with that, but that's none of my business. But this was a comedy match. I kind of have a little bit of a problem here because you are establishing 2 new characters in Aaron Rex and Rockstar Spot, and they ended up kind of winning very cheaply. Rockstar Spot knocked Swoggle with something. Then they brawled outside, and Aaron Rex ended up covering Swoggle for the win. I think if they're gonna be putting these type of matches together, the best you can take out of it is a chuck style of angle. Let me explain myself. For example, Aaron Rex, he's known for his rings, right? What if he ended up busting wide open Swoggle? That kind of stuff would end up generating a massive amount of hit, and they kind of let that not skip themselves. So I hope in the near future they run something similar to that, because that would establish Aaron Rex as a nefarious, a piece of garbage character. So that is something that is key for that character to work, because he's portraying like the Liberace, but he is also preaching about skipping violence, but yet when he have to do, he's ruthless and he's nefarious. Next, we got Braxton Sutter in the garage walking with Louder Band S to his car, and Braxton Sutter even had to open up the door of Louder Band S. It was kind of weird, paparazzi, creepy stuff. Next, we got the main event of the evening. This Impact went fly by really fast. The main event, Grand Championship match. Moose defending his title versus Drew Galloway. The match was built pretty good. They did a lot of promotion during the show, a lot of like the key moments in their TNA career. So there was a lot of hype in this match. So round number 1 was won by Drew Galloway. Round number 2 was won by Moose. Round number 3, at the end, we saw Drew Galloway doing a low blow to Moose, and the judges took out 1 point, and they did like the in boxing, so they took one of your points and they give you like 10 seconds so you can regain energy. So after that low blow, Drew Galloway ended up doing the Claymore DDT for the victory. So he's the new TNA Grand Champion. He took advantage of the rules, kind of very similar to the way one of the, I think the last Mayweather match, when they were doing the kind of glove stuff, and he ended up punching the guy. That kind of looked kind of undercutting and nasty, and yeah. So Drew Galloway is the new TNA Grand Champion. I think it might be too soon to took the title away from Moose, but it was not a loss. It was a win-win situation, because they protected Moose by doing kind of screw up finish. Next week we have TNA Genesis 2017. We got 2 main events. We got the ladies match, Monster Ball match between Rosemary defending her title against Jade, and we also have Eddie Edwards versus Bobby Lashley in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the TNA World title. That is really good. Now let me talk about a little bit of the TNA news, right? As far as the rumors go, TNA is no longer gonna be using that name. They're gonna go straight ahead at using either only Impact Wrestling, or there was also 2 rumors that they were gonna use like Impact Wrestling Federation or like Atom Sport Exchange or Exhibition, Atom Sport Exhibition, something like that. I like the name TNA. I think that was a name that it is already established within the industry, but it is a brand that is damaged. If they're gonna go Impact Wrestling, they're gonna go all the way. Also, we saw Marty Bell. She's like the Dominican girl. She ended up leaving the company. I don't think that is, TNA was not using her, so somebody else might use her, and she might have a brighter future with another company. And we also have Don West back, and he's doing a big sale on Shop TNA. I'm gonna be buying a couple of DVDs. I have a couple good DVDs in my kind of later collection, and I haven't done a review on none of that, but that's a point. Yeah, if you guys want to see kind of what kind of DVDs do I have and some review, just let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's like 5 DVDs and 2 shirts for $20. So they are trying to get rid of everything that have the old TNA logo so they can put the new logo. And speaking of the logo, let me talk about the logo, because everybody is getting their panties wet and stuff about how horrible the logo is. No, the logo, first false criticism that I hear about is the owl. Oh, what the an owl have to do with pro wrestling? The same way a lion that New Japan uses have to do with wrestling. The same way the gorilla that Wrestling Guerrilla uses. What that have to do with wrestling? None. That is just branding stuff. That is a false, bogus attack on the logo. The problem of the logo is the fucking letters. It's the font. The font looks really bad. Even there's one guy, I'm not even gonna try his name. He is running like TNA fan page from India. He did like the same logo, but he over put new font on it, and the logo looks quite decent. That was the main problem. It doesn't have that kind of classic wrestling vibe, and it looks kind of rushed. It looks uninspired, but it is not like it is straight up horrible, because if you think about pro wrestling, the logos, the type of logos that we always have always been fonts. Like WWF are 3 letters. WCW was 3 letters in like a square on the bottom, something like that. ECW was the 3 letters with barbed wire. There's nothing kind of new or, how can I put it, interesting about it. TNA tried to do something, but they kind of fail. The main reason is the fun. They fail in the easy stuff. Most of the wrestling type of logos are only a font. So that's about all I have to say about the logo. And if you have anything to say about this show, about any of the things that I say, or a DVD review, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I'm gonna be doing a video later on the weekend talking about World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm gonna do just a shorter video just to get rid of that stuff, because I haven't talked about that promotion in the whole week. And also I have another video talking about Wrestling Society X and their impact on the industry, because it is 10 years since that promotion went ahead. And even though it was a crazy promotion, I mean, total straight up nut job, and ended up influencing the wrestling industry without people realizing. So that's another video that I have coming. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and all that stuff, and I will see you later. Take care and goodbye.